Well, unfortunately, it seems that nothing in this update box is part of the features that I asked for, but I am, alas, but one person, and as much as I thought that my ideas were rather good, it looks like none of them will be implemented. However, the top one does look like an interesting idea. Now, what I really like the look of, that I forgot to mention, is this. Event notice settings. Kind of makes perfect sense, because what Ponos are introducing here is a system into the game that will get people to play more of the game, which is what they want. And then for us, it allows us to play the part of the game that we want to play and not miss. I think ultimately that's really useful, especially for the sort of irregular stuff that we get. So, we've got facing danger there, which is great. Not sure why 2 of the XP stages have got exclamation marks next to them, maybe just because they're so amazing. Nice little system, neatly laid out, and no terrible black bars to the side either. Except, unfortunately, they are still here. I mean, why? Gamatoto still has a little annoying waiting period here before you can click through, which just seems a bit weird when the rest of it can just be got through really quickly. You're just having going and you can't skip through that. I mean, I don't know who particularly subscribed to wanting to see Gamatoto sweating, but that is what you are going to see. And unfortunately, no cat fruit bar either. It really seems like none of the stuff I kind of wanted has been added. But some good things nonetheless, right? I like this adding of an alert thing for events that you don't want to miss, especially sort of irregular ones, rather than trying to remember in vain some higgledy-piggledy timetable. That's a really good thing. I just hope that if you end up turning notifications on, it will only notify you for what you've opted into, not sort of pointless notifications like, you haven't played Battle Cats in 2 days. Get your rear end over to Bad to Worse for some fun. Update on that note, it certainly seems that for the most part there isn't much bother with notifications that you don't want, but there is an element of that. As you can see here, it told me about an 11 drawer, and looking at the gacha menu, it doesn't look like that's something you can turn off yet. And I think for this system to work really well, we need to be able to customise it fully, because I'm not really interested in being told what gacha events are on. Some people might be, but I'm not, and I'd like to be able to customise that, just as someone else might want to be able to customise something else. I'm a little bit concerned about this cat's eye thing. I mean, it's not there, and for as long as I can't see it, it's not a problem here. So we'll just kind of leave that be. I could do, and probably will do, a video about my thoughts on this new definition of legend, which I don't like very much. But we'll leave it for now. I'll just sort of ignore it, because if it's at all possible to ignore something you don't like without causing some great contradiction, like ignoring the law, just ignore it. Makes your life a little bit better. What's wrong with that? So that's what I'll do here. And that's it. Let's do what is very, very fun indeed. A survey. Right, well, that's not very good, is it? We're gonna... Okay, right. We're gonna go via an internet tab. Well, let's try it this way then. Brilliant. Just, that's great. Oh, you know we do. That's clearly not gonna work. So, let's do it on the computer, I guess. I mean, if all responses are confidential, I don't know how I'm going to get my cat food. Ah, there we go. Make sure you're using the device where you want to receive your cat food. Well, cheers for that, lads. I can't. How old are you? You bet I am. Also, apologies for what OBS does, right? And I say very deliberately what OBS does, because this is OBS flickering all sorts onto the screen. I don't understand it. This isn't happening on my screen. This is OBS's fault. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. So let's just call it characterful. And hopefully you'll permit if I might move on. Literally, actually, finished my A-levels now, brackets woohoo. University student, I will be. What system do you most often use? The one that I cannot currently. That would be an iOS tablet. You'll never know. You'll never know, because here there'll be a cut and you'll have no idea what I'll choose. Less than 3 days, yeah, that's right. I'm not sure I can say since the release, but it is more than 3 years. So there you go. How often? When not in the A-level period, almost every day, probably. What social media? Oh, you know I use Twitter, YouTube, definitely, yeah. No. Right. No. Yes. You can see I've been there trying to actually find this survey. Oh, not emojis. I don't feel cruel enough to say not really. We'll go sometimes. But actually, kind of not really. Because it's usually just, this is what Gacha Roll is on at the moment. Wow. I mean, they sometimes have nice pieces of art. Like, we're going on holiday. Here's a cute picture of a Toto for you. That's nice. That's why I'm going sometimes, I guess. Have you participated in a recent contest? You know I have, and you know I haven't succeeded. Was doing A-levels. Did that one. Can't remember. Definitely did that one. Hang on, social media event. Alright, my bad. Tick off them. I'm not just randomly liking posts for the sake of it. Event concepts. Not entirely sure what you mean, but event art. Oh no, hang on, event art. No, wait, is that a competition? I don't understand what these questions mean. I'm just going to go middle of the road for all of them. I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. Well, I mean, dear Ponos. No. I've seen people tweet me this very kindly, thank you to you. Which YouTubers do you enjoy watching the most? Now, I've got to thank Ponos for this. Thrown a bit of shade on them so far, to use that sort of youthy phrase, so I apologise. But, thank you for putting me on the list. But it's got to be my main man, Chawsey. I mean, yeah, Lucas is actually quite good. We've had our disagreements, but... here we go. Right. That's a shout. Battle Cat's comedy and memes. What an interesting way of phrasing it. Well, I mean, from my own point of view, I quite like the idea that the beginner account helps people. So, that one. I like to think that I'm interesting, because it's certainly not my skill that draws people in. Yes, I know, right. Not anymore. Thanks for not caring, Twitch. Game videos? No. What on earth? Heard of, but no. Yes, thank you, David, for allowing me to sponge off. Actually, yes, but not very often. Let's give the BBC a shout out. That's got to be at least every day. Yeah, you know. Platinum tickets. Would you most want to have sold? Right, okay, I'm going to reiterate an idea I had. A change to the Officers Club Gold card that reduces the price to around £3 for it now to give modest increases to all item and XP rewards and storage. It was popular with friends once, which I find it quite difficult to think now after it being so long since. Yeah, I'll admit there was catchy music in it. Easy to play, I think. What would I like to see more of? Right, I've bought all my battle formations, but I do like them, so maybe. Definitely half off energy events. I think we get enough of those. Don't want a one capsule thing. They don't want to be making it cheap so often that it sort of breaks the system. Definitely not that. That seems like a bit of a raw deal. Items, wouldn't want to buy them with cat food. That definitely not. So yeah, those three. Oh, we got asked this before, didn't we? Ooh, which one is Springtime Kenshin in? There we go. Ha ha. Excellent. Special cat. Oh, okay. A Bahama. A Bahama. Right, rare cat. Not cat design, then. I don't know, like, Battle Cats is a completely situational game, so I am going to base it on design. And I'm going to say Thaumaturge. Super rare. Well, we know what it won't be because of its bad AI. I think it's got to be Cyberpunk Cat. Enemy designs, eh? I think the boar's a bit of an old design, certainly, as is, like, Peach. Toucan's a bit of a classic. Lenore. I mean, if it's going to be favourite name, Lenore. Oh right, multiple answers. I really should have read that. Okay, we are going to say Toucan. I guess the Cyclone format is quite good. I certainly think to a degree some of the Manic Cats are well designed. A lot of these again are really old and sort of probably do need drawing over, whatever animators call it, where they make it nice and fancy and less low definition. Queen Bee was quite impressive. Oh yeah, Cheeky Nyandam. And that'll do. Which area? Oh, where's little performance improvements? Eh? Don't see any of that. I guess special stages. Heavenly Tower's kind of good, but it is literally the same thing over and over again. I think we could really do for a floor 41 to 50. No, because I'm too stingy for that. It would definitely be be plushies, to be fair. I would not be brave enough to wear clothing about, but I would definitely have a kind of adorable kind of springtime Kenshin plushie. Strategy guides are great in like the form of a book. Regit's Best Strats, page 20, Grand Exhibition. Art books with like different art, maybe. Yeah, I definitely don't usually, but springtime Kenshin plushie. No. But I guess for the purpose of what they kind of want to hear, that. No, that would be unfair to say none of the above. I'll just say haven't seen any. No. I don't think I would. Quite socially anxious. I don't think I'd do something like that. I mean, for my own rational self-interest, I've got to tick that one. Probably that one with the Springtime Kenshin plushie. Free Springtime Kenshin plushie, but I've only got 3. No, that's quite elitist. Yeah, probably that one to try and pressure them into putting the minus feature in the game. You know what? Don't need any leaderboards and that'll do. Right, okay, I am going to be the voice in favour of Better Kuma because flippin' flop, no one else will be. I enjoyed the Crash Fever collab and was glad it came back. Survive Mola Mola is a shame there wasn't more of that, but Evangelion was quite good. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say I've probably gone on Clash Royale like once or twice to check in, but other than that, last month would not be a very good cross-section to choose from. Community, to be fair. As I've said before, this is something I like about kind of constructing a state. I mean, it's not really constructing a state like an entire constitution of a country, but how we believe people should interact with each other and how best to achieve things within a community and encouraging people to try their best and all sorts of good things like that. I guess that. Smiley face. Submit. Anyway, I'll do. I always love a survey, I do. It's an opportunity to express at least what I'd like to see, even if it never gets seen. I hope that this video was something that you liked seen, and all in all, I hope that you agree with what I think, but if you don't, let me know why not. I like a bit of polite debate, and with that, I shall be off until the inevitable next time, as it were. Ta-ra!